Welcome back, everybody, to the Jacksonville Jaguars franchise. This is the preseason for Season 3. It's a chance to see our brand new players finally play in a Jaguar uniform ahead of Season 3 in the Jaguars franchise. In this video, I went through all 4 preseason games and took away highlights and clips of various players. We had a lot of roster battles on the team and starting spots up for grabs. There was a lot of competition this preseason, and there was a chance for many rookies to show what they could do and perhaps get some significant playing time. Now, number 5 overall pick, Josh Buchanan, is number 26, and the second round corner, Gordon Solomon, is number 23. Keep an eye on those two along with Michael Bryan, who played all over the place trying to figure out who's going to start at various spots. But we're going to start with the quarterback battle. Blake Bortles versus Nataki Mason for the second straight season. And one thing that hasn't been kind to Blake Bortles has been the offensive line play throughout his career. We did not address it the way I wanted to in the offseason, and I had battles between Ryan Cole and AJ Cann for left guard and Zane Beadles versus Jeremy Parnell for right tackle. After an inaccurate Blake Bortles pass, we have 3rd down and 20, and he's going to take a shot downfield for Marquise Lee, and he can't make the catch. That's not where Marquise Lee wins his battles, and we end up kicking it away on that possession. By the way, these Bengal uniforms really threw me off. I kept thinking they were the Browns this entire time. But anyway, now we're seeing our defense as the Bengals are close to the red zone. Dalton off the play fake, wants to take a shot at the end zone, and there's the veteran safety, Reggie Nelson. Free safety was a problem for us last year, and that led to me signing the veteran ex-Jaguar and now current Jaguar again, Reggie Nelson. He's a little bit up there in age, but he still has the range and fits what I want as a free safety. He played his first 3 years in Jacksonville, and now he's back. Here is the offense with TJ Yeldon shedding a tackle, now entering his 3rd season. Solid carry there. But we really want to see what these quarterbacks can do. It was a very pass-focused preseason, and there is Allen Robinson. Big year for him. It's a contract season, and he must play better than he has the first 2 years in this series. 1st and 10, Bortles rolls out, and pass is complete again to Allen Robinson. Good first impression here in the preseason. Bortles off to a fine start. Now at the 39 of the Bengals, a quick pass on the slant, and there's Emmanuel Sanders starting opposite Allen Robinson. I've mentioned emphasizing these 2 tight end formations more, and here is Bortles laying it in downfield for Julius Thomas. I also revamped the playbook a little bit to better take advantage of these tight ends. And then Bortles trying to make a play to Riley in the end zone, and it gets tipped and picked off by Gerard Powers. Just kind of a freak play. So we go back to defense now. Starter's still in there, and there's Rolando McClain with a fresh 5-year contract. It wasn't a very popular move in the offseason stream, but I think that he is a very core part of this defense. And then around the edge, and a guy who's been underutilized, Dan Skuta makes the play. He will have more pass rush opportunities this season. One new addition we all wanted to see play is return man and all-around dynamic playmaker Tavon Austin, going all the way across the field, making a move now across the 50. That's what he brings to the table. You guys know what Tavon Austin can do. We wanted to get more dynamic. We had to bring him in. Bortles back to the air, and Allen Robinson makes another catch. He was not very consistent last year, and that's the main goal going forward, more consistency. Down the middle, Julius Thomas puts the Jaguars inside the 10. This is a pretty good start for Blake Bortles. Trying to make it a touchdown now, 3rd down and goal, and Bortles hits the man underneath, TJ Yeldon, for the touchdown. I thought Bortles was the better quarterback last preseason, and he's off to a good start in this year's quarterback competition. But now the backups are in, and that's nearly an interception for 2nd round pick Gordon Solomon. I really wanted a good look at him at right cornerback. Now we go to the offense. Here's 2nd round quarterback Nataki Mason, and he throws it off the hands of 5th round wideout Vladimir Mims. We saw enough of those drops last season. 3rd down for Mason. He throws on target to Allen Hurns, who has now moved down the depth chart, but he moves the chains there. And another twin tight end formation, slant caught, and this is 1st round pick, our 2nd one, Keyston Holiday. He was one of the most dynamic receivers in the draft, and I had to go get him. Here's Mason on 2nd down, on the move and throwing on target again to Rashad Green, who was shaken up on this play but was okay to return. 3rd and 3 now. This is Rashad Marshall in a little running back competition, and Marshall picks up the 1st down. That's what we want to see more of, though. Just more yards after contact, more power. Here's Mason deep to the end zone again. Right place, right time, but Mims drops his second. His hands were not supposed to be the issue here. 1st and 10, Mason rolls out off the play fake, and this is something that Bortles really can't match, as the hit low and late took down Mason, but he's okay. But Mason is clearly the faster quarterback and more effective outside the pocket. Later again, Mason buying some time, throwing deep for Hearns, who can't make the tough grab downfield. This preseason, I really wanted to see which receivers can make those tough plays. Another off-balance throw, and Holiday creates some separation. I want to see him in the open field. He could be a nice slot receiver, but also has skills to play on the outside. But the wideout depth chart was very crowded. Here's 1st down, play fake. Mason in some trouble, but on the move, he delivers a strike to Allen Hearns. One of the best throws I've ever seen from Nataki Mason. I wasn't expecting this to be as accurate as it was. Mason's looking fantastic outside the pocket. Now he's chased to his left and is able to hit Denard Robinson, who picks up a 1st down. We want to see more of Mason from the pocket, but outside the pocket, he's looking fantastic. Up the seam now, Tavon Austin goes up to get it. You'd like to see Nataki hit him in stride there, but it's still a great play by Austin. 1st down and goal. Now a quick pass to the outside, and there is Marquise Lee for the touchdown. I was impressed both with Mason and Bortles early on. Here's Rashad Marshall now getting to the outside. He has some good speed, but power is really his calling card. Nice run. And now we go to the Bengals, and they picked up a running back in the draft that I passed on. This is A.J. Kelly running past our defense, and Josh Buchanan and Gordon Solomon finally catch up to him. We saw that fast 40 from A.J. Kelly, and there was the speed on display. Let's go back to the offense as Zane Beadles gives up some pressure. I was going between him and Jeremy Parnell trying to see who could hold up the best. Now we go back to A.J. Kelly showing off the power that time. I had a lot of interest in him, but elected to draft Vladimir Mims in the 5th round instead. Now A.J. McCarron back to pass and hits his man on the outside, getting away from Josh Buchanan that time, who's getting some safety snaps at this point. They go back to A.J. Kelly, and there is Stephen Cole in the backfield. I think he is progressing very nicely. He's entering his 2nd season. And now in the 4th quarter, this is Sam Bradford to Vance McDonald. Maybe not the connection you were excited about entering this video, but a great play there. And here is the other running back in competition, Ronnell Curse, who doesn't have the speed of Rashad Marshall and needs to make up for it with more power. We get a sack later on A.J. McCarron. This is Bill Kelly, the strong safety. He's a very fast safety, and you can see him there on the blitz. 2nd down and 21 now. Pretty good coverage, and Josh Buchanan breaks up that pass. We want to see more plays made by safeties, and that's exactly what Buchanan did. Now it's McCarron off the play action in his own end zone. Off balance, he nearly throws a pick. Good coverage there by Stephen Cole. And we're going to go back to the offensive side. Sam Bradford going to work. Screen pass to Tavon Austin, who breaks outside across the 50. This is where Tavon can excel. Even if he hasn't developed into a great all-around receiver, he still has some value. A minute left to go in this tie game, and Bradford going deep for Michael Riley, and there is the touchdown. Riley came on strong late last season, and here you see his vertical ability. Good body control, he secures the catch. Now can the defense hold on to the lead? We missed the extra point, by the way. A lot of wind in this game. And this is a sack for Deontay Nelson, who needs to pick up his play here in his 2nd year. 15 seconds now, and Antoine Dunn breaks through. It's a done deal in his 1st preseason game. Right through the center, he takes down McCarron to seal this victory. And that'll take us to game number 2. The Bills have a new quarterback. It's Colin Kaepernick. Can he, along with LaShawn McCoy and Sammy Watkins, make up an impressive offense? Kaepernick off balance, going deep and hooking up with his receiver. Gordon Solomon was beat there in coverage. The Bills get down to our 36. Off the play fake, Kaepernick hits and throws a pick. Nate Bell, your defending Rookie of the Year. 8 picks last year, just trying to pick up right where he left off. Now in this game, I wanted to flip the roles for Mason and Bortles, so Mason got to play with the starters this time around. Nice pass on the outside to Hearns, and now a drop by Allen Hearns. He was also very inconsistent last year. Empty set, 1st and 10, quick pass short, and here is a little catch and run for Emmanuel Sanders. I did want to emphasize those catch and runs a lot more this season, and we brought in a lot of speed to do that. Now on the move again, Mason throws on target to Marquise Lee. That's another 1st down. 6 of 7 starting this one for Mason, but now a 3rd and 20, going deep for Sanders, and he overthrew him. Sanders created enough separation. Mason needs to make that pass. Back to defense, and Franklin Fitzgerald getting a chance to start takes down LaShawn McCoy. He was also inconsistent last year, was either very good or really quiet. Here is a Nate Bell deflection. He appears to be in regular season form already. Back to Nataki Mason. He has some more time here in the 1st quarter, and the underneath pass goes to Keyston Holiday, and he can fight for extra yardage. That's one of his traits, and that's going to make him very valuable on those catch and runs. On 2nd down, pass on target again. Allen Robinson hasn't dropped one yet. Good look for him so far. 2 tight ends on the field, and Mason fakes again to Yeldon. He sets his feet, lets it fly, and Sanders makes the catch. On some of these deep passes, Mason hasn't hit his receiver in stride. That's what we want to see more of. These are big plays, but they should be touchdowns. Jump ball in the end zone, and Vladimir Mims is not looking good in his first preseason. 3rd down and goal. Can Mason find the end zone? No, he can't. It's intercepted by John Beeson. The pass wasn't quite where you want it to be, but Thomas wasn't quite into his break. That's more of a timing issue, so nothing I'm too worried about with Mason. But what I am worried about here is LaShawn McCoy breaking outside. He gets all the way across the 50 and kind of runs out of gas here. He's brought down by Sergio Brown, but look at Gordon Solomon. I mean, he wasn't drafted to take on Jerome Felton and other top fullbacks, but that wasn't a good look. And here is another completion as Buchanan gives up a 1st down pass. The backups are in, by the way. This is R.J. Archer at quarterback. And the pressure gets to him on 2nd down. Brian is there along with Antoine Dunn. We're seeing some good pressure from Dunn inside. 3rd down and goal. And there's a flag down. Archer passes and should have been picked off by Bill Kelly. And this flag was on Buffalo anyway. So here is Blake Bortles now with the backups as he throws on target to Vladimir Mims, proving he is capable of catching the football. But we go back to defense now, and R.J. Archer up the seam hits his receiver. That was against zone coverage and just a phenomenal catch. Now the Bills try to run as Spencer Paysinger makes a strong run stop after a short pickup by Ahmad Bradshaw. We jump later, and Archer throws an interception to Josh Buchanan. Very tight man coverage on the slant. That's a route I expect him to have a lot of success against with his change of direction ability, but he was shaken up on this play. Thankfully it wasn't serious, but he did miss a little time. Back to offense, and the pressure was given up there by 4th round pick Ryan Matthew as Bortles was thrown down. And back to the air again, Bortles rolling, putting it up deep, one-on-one, and Rashad Green makes the catch. Good placement there by Blake Bortles. Trying to get some points now before halftime, not much time to go, and Bortles puts it up, and Mims can't make the tough catch. He may have been stopped anyway, but I just want to see him make the plays that I drafted him to make. Instead, here we are in the 2nd half, and look at undrafted rookie. This is tight end Taj Riley, fighting for a lot of extra yardage there. That really caught my attention. Riley is kind of a raw tight end with good speed, and up the field this time you see it on display. Riley works his way free, and he makes the catch deep downfield. Here's undrafted tailback Rennell Kearse breaking outside. Very good blocking. Nice job by Rashad Green, and Kearse is stopped after a good pickup. On 2nd and 1, Bortles off the fake. Blitz pickup by Kearse, and the pass is complete to Vance McDonald for the touchdown. So again, we see all these tight ends impressing. Defense here in the 3rd quarter, R.J. Archer back to work. Good coverage downfield, and the pass is intercepted by Gordon Solomon. He stuck with his receiver all the way across the field and came away with the football. Bills have it later in the 3rd in the full house package, and Chris Smith comes down to make the play. We definitely want to see both him and Ryan Davis do a little bit more in Season 3. On 3rd down, good man coverage again, and the pass is deflected by Josh Buchanan. We're seeing both good and bad from the rookie defensive backs. Back to Bortles in the offense, and here he hooks up with Kiilstofte on the deep post, and he continues to try fighting for those extra yards. In the fourth quarter, Bills football, R.J. Archer in some trouble, and the pressure was forced by Michael Bennett, and the pass was shy of the first down marker. This is another guy who needs to have a better season this year. Jumping back to the offensive side of things, 1st and 10, Bortles outside to Vladimir Mims, trying to use him in some new ways. He's not a slow receiver. He has very good speed for a 6'4" frame. He gets us close to scoring range, and this is Ronell Curse following the lead block of Ryan Cole, which is really his strength. Curse gets us close to the marker. And then on 3rd down and 2, we're going to put it up again for Mims, but he can't come down with it. I really expected him to succeed more at those contested catches. Meanwhile, not much time left. The Bills have it, and there's a touchdown behind Gordon Solomon. This was against Corey Fuller. Solomon didn't get a very good jam and couldn't recover. Can our offense respond now? 2.5 minutes to go, down by 4. Here is Blake Bortles getting outside the pocket. Wants Holiday deep, and Bortles was crushed. The throw was not on target, and Bortles was shaken up after this play. And this didn't appear to be just a minor injury. He was getting some attention here from the trainers. And now it was time for Sam Bradford to enter the game. Down the middle, he completes the pass to Keyston Holiday, who continues to impress. He has very consistent hands. Here is Denard Robinson with a carry up the middle for a 1st down. We're trying to get close for another Sam Bradford deep ball. On 1st and 10, Bradford again getting outside the pocket. He sees Robinson going deep, sets his feet, fires down the field, and it's intercepted in the end zone. And the Bills sealed the game on that interception. They took game number 2. And after that game, I wanted to see how severe Blake Bortles' injury was. On that hit, he suffered a broken collarbone, which means for the 2nd straight year, he is going to be injured to enter the season, and Nataki Mason will start again. Only this time, Nataki Mason was playing much better. Would that carry over here into Game 3? On defense in the 1st quarter, there's a nice tackle made by Josh Buchanan. We haven't really seen the rookies in that situation very much yet, but here, a deep pass to the end zone. They get a touchdown against Nate Bell. That's Ted Ginn. Bell didn't get a very good jam on him, and Ginn just beat him to the end zone, made the catch. That's kind of strange. But now we go to offense. Nataki Mason knows he'll be the starter and throws the interception here to Dante Whitner. He jumped the pass and takes it back for a pick 6. Just a bad decision. Have to be more careful there. Let's see some more TJ Yeldon. He hasn't played much this preseason, not that he really needs it, but good to see some good carries from him on his limited touches. Mason on 1st and 10, hit, but throws on the money for Marquise Lee. That's a 24-yard play. Mason trying to make up for his interception, and we're going to go to the jump ball again. Allen Robinson with the touchdown. The defenders didn't play that very well, but that was good placement by Nataki Mason. Back on the defensive side, nice stop here by McLean and Sergio Brown, 2 defenders who are very important to our run defense. This is Derek Sam, by the way, and he is taken down for the sack. Dakota Watson finally gets there. He's trying to crack the roster as a backup linebacker. This is 3rd down and long. Good coverage downfield, and it forces a short pass. Josh Buchanan was in good position along with Bill Kelly, I believe, the safety. And with Blake Bortles injured, we're going to see more Sam Bradford as he again finds Vance McDonald. And McDonald was kind of a under-the-radar free agent signing, but he's impressing thus far. And here is Allen Hurns making the tough catch, something we didn't see enough from him earlier in his career. That's a great play. 1st and 10, Bradford fires up the seam, and Hurns has it for a touchdown. 2 things here. It's great to see Hurns making plays, but Sam Bradford is also throwing great passes downfield. On the defensive side, we see Michael Bryan give up a catch there to Rod Streeter on the corner route. I really wanted to see these defensive backs get tested. And here is another catch for Rod Streeter. Tight coverage by Josh Buchanan, but still Streeter comes away with it. To the air again, one-on-one, and Streeter beats Bryan once again. For some reason, we just couldn't stop this connection of Derek Sam to Rod Streeter. And here's another catch, not by Rod Streeter, as Devon House was beat for the reception. They get down to the 11, and Sam throws to the end zone, and there is a touchdown. Impressive play by the Browns' first-round quarterback. Back to Sam Bradford now, spreading the field with 4 receivers, and up the sideline he has Kiilstofte. Good play call there against the zone coverage, and another play made by Holiday. Here's Bradford rolling out, letting things develop, and Holiday again breaks free, makes a move, Holiday to the 5, and stopped down at the 1. This is what Holiday brings to the table, and I'm so excited we're seeing it this early on. In the end zone now, it's Vladimir Mims with the jump ball between 2 defenders. He finally comes away with one, but he still has a long way to go to earn my trust. One guy who's kind of being lost in the shuffle right now with the addition of Tavon Austin as a primary return man is Denard Robinson. But here you can see he still provides a lot of dynamic value. Great blocking on here, they open up the sideline, and Robinson goes all the way for a touchdown. He's been a very valuable part of the offense when he's used, and he should still get some touches. Back to the Browns, Derek Sam going deep, testing Solomon, who wins that battle. Both him and Buchanan had some good safety moments. We go to our offense again. Denard Robinson gets a carry, races up the middle, and there's a first down. Now we see the offense spread out, go empty. Bradford against the blitz, hits Taj Riley short. And I talked about the possibility of keeping 4 tight ends. With a heavier emphasis on them, you need more depth. Off the fake, Bradford can't roll out very far, but look where he places the football. Keyston Holiday lays out. We continue to see big plays from the first-round rookie. Now can they get into the end zone? A 2 tight end formation, Bradford rolling right, directing traffic, and he can take off for it, and that's a rushing touchdown for Sam Bradford. I thought these quarterbacks did a really good job in the preseason. Up by 14 here later, Josh Buchanan gives up another catch to Rod Streeter. That works the Browns into Jaguar territory. Now they try to run it, and breaking 2 tackles here is Pierre Thomas, and that was Gordon Solomon and Bill Kelly he ran through to put the Browns in the red zone. From here on first down, flag flies, Sam to the end zone. It's another catch for Rod Streeter. This one's a touchdown. He beat Buchanan, who also held on the play. Nobody looked good covering Rod Streeter for some reason. But speaking of players that couldn't be covered, Keyston Holiday continues to work himself open and create yards after the catch opportunities. He is fighting for a spot to make some impact early. 3rd and 12, pass is dropped on the deep post by Rashad Green, who was again shaken up. Again, it wasn't serious. Let's go to the Browns here in the 4th as Buchanan nearly comes away with the interception, covering that jump ball for Rod Streeter. But on 2nd and goal, Pierre Thomas powers up the middle, and there is a Browns touchdown anyway. So the defense gave up a lot of points in this one. 35 apiece with 4.5 to go. On the deep comeback route, look at the separation created by Keyston Holiday, and the defender was shaken up. From the 23-yard line on 3rd and 22, Bradford up the seam, and Mims hangs on for the first down. He didn't start very well, but he's starting to come around. On 2nd down, Taj Riley gets open, and this is a first down inside the 5. He nearly scored on it. Jacksonville trying to retake the lead, and Ronell Curse takes it off tackle for the touchdown. That was ultimately the game winner. And then after game 3, it was time to make some roster cuts. And one surprise maybe was the release of safety Byron Maxwell. I tried to find a trade partner, nobody was interested. He's not in my future plans, so I decided to release him now, along with Andrew Gatchkar, Nevin Holiday, an undrafted corner, punter Max Broussard, linebacker Darian Travis, and halfback Ronell Curse. I just thought that Rashad Marshall was more impressive, had more speed, and had a good power blend with it. So we're going into our final preseason game now, and on the safety blitz, Sergio Brown brings down Ryan Nassib, who's in line to apparently start for Denver. 2nd and 19, pretty good coverage, but Solomon gives up the pass to Doug Baldwin. With us signing away Emmanuel Sanders, they scooped up Baldwin to replace him. Facing 2nd down, they go Baldwin's way again, and that was impressive. They're going right after Gordon Solomon. He's not holding up very well. And on second down and goal, pressure up the middle. Down goes Nassib and Ziggy Hood, who may not get as much playing time this year, but he's still going to be a key run defender primarily. On third and goal, the pressure holds up very well, and Nassib is forced to get rid of it. Now let's see the starting offense for the last time here in preseason, as Mason, despite the hit, throws on target to Julius Thomas, and there's another first down. Mason in a stacked shotgun formation with 3 receivers. Against the zone coverage, he lobs it downfield and puts it in the perfect spot for Julius Thomas. Mason was very impressive in this preseason and was a very consistent passer. Unfortunately, Vladimir Mims couldn't win these contested catches. Most of the interceptions, by the way, just came on these jump balls for Mims. But now we'll see mostly backups the rest of the way. Second-year quarterback Brian Stevens throws a pick. One starter was still in there in the nickel, and there is Rolando McClain in man coverage, not his strength. Excellent job. Now it's Sam Bradford in off the fake, on the move. He throws off target and is intercepted. That is not where Bradford is at his best, clearly. Denver down to the 5, and Brian Stevens throws a touchdown as the slant beat Michael Bryan for the score. And our offense wasn't doing much against the Broncos here early on, so back we go, Bronco football, but pressure up the middle, and Antoine Dunn is there again. This time he splits the double team. He was a 3rd-round pick, and my only selection was superstar development. So far, so good. Back to the air, and Bryan holds up, this time on the corner route against Cody Latimer, and knocks that one away. Can Sam Bradford get this offense going? Pressure in his face, but he shows off the deep ball, and Keyston Holiday hauls it in for a 63-yard touchdown. There's that 4.35 speed on display. The Keyston Holiday show was a lot of fun here in the preseason. And Rashad Marshall, maybe not as fast, but shows some good bursts there running up the middle. We jump back to defense now in the second half, and here's a lot of pressure on Stevens, and he is sacked by Deontay Nelson. That was his 2nd sack of the preseason. And the very next play, he beats a tight end and sacks Stevens once again. Both of those plays actually were against tight ends. We want to see him do that more against tackles. Here's a 3rd down and 8 for Denver, now with time to throw. Stevens throwing up top deep into double coverage, intercepted by Dakota Watson. You guys know I like linebackers who can cover. Well, here he is, deep downfield, getting both feet down, coming away with the football. You know I love that play. Let's go back to the offense, and Vladimir Mims breaks away for a moment. I'm just happy he's catching these footballs. Now at the 24-yard line, Bradford rolling outside the pocket, trying to make another big play perhaps. He gets hit and the pass is incomplete, and Bradford was shaken up. We'll come back to Bradford in a moment. For now, we're on defense, and this is Chris Banjo bringing down the tailback. Nice tackle. Then Stevens back to the air, going long, and intercepted by Michael Bryan. He was trailing behind a little bit, but turned around, made the play, and as we go back to offense, we see Nataki Mason out there. He's playing out this 4th quarter, and Taj Riley continues to impress. The rookie makes another catch, breaks away. There's a first down. But Sam Bradford could not return, and we'll see the status of his injury after this is over. Up the middle, Rashad Marshall inside the 10 with a run of 12 yards. Trying to get into the end zone, 1st and goal. In some trouble here, Mason off balance hits Rashad Green, and that puts them down to the 1. And this time we tried something new. How about a halfback toss, and Tavon Austin, celebrating a little too early, ends up with a touchdown regardless. But yes, we're going to find many ways to utilize Tavon Austin. Here are the Broncos trying to take the lead, down by 1 late in the 4th quarter, and Stevens has his pass knocked away by Michael Bryan, rebounding nicely here in preseason game number 4. On 2nd down, the pass is hauled in, and a touchdown given up there by Chris Banjo, and the Broncos do retake the lead. Down by 5. Here's Nataki Mason off the fake, throwing perfectly for Taj Riley. He's in the open field, and down to the Bronco 36. Mason with 3 receivers on the field against the zone coverage, looking for Vance McDonald wide open down the middle, and this catch ended up leading to a field goal. So it was onside kick time. Here is the try by Brian Anger. It bounces off a Bronco and is scooped up by Vladimir Mims. One more chance to go down and take this game. Mason on second down, off the mark that time for Allen Hurns. One of his very few preseason misses. From the 42, this time he connects with Rashad Green, putting the Jaguars at the 30. Just over a minute to go here in the preseason. Mason escapes the pocket, waiting for someone to break free. He fires for Mims, who lays out for it near the 10-yard line. Now they could try the jump ball to Mims again, or throw the slant. That works too. Touchdown, Vladimir Mims, his second of the preseason. Then it was up to the defense to hang on and close out these final seconds. Last play of the game. Brian Stevens going deep, and it's intercepted by Josh Buchanan. Game over. The Jaguars go 3-1 in the preseason. We got to see some rookies have very impressive moments. We saw great play from Nataki Mason, whom even if Blake Bortles didn't get injured, I did not see him losing that quarterback competition. He was very accurate and effective outside the pocket. I think Nataki Mason is ready to be the Jaguars starting quarterback for this season. With that being said, we had some injury issues at quarterback, and Sam Bradford also suffered a broken collarbone. I placed both him and Blake Bortles on injured reserve. The plan is to have Blake Bortles eventually come off of injured reserve. After that, it was time to finalize the roster. Luke Bowanko is in his final season of his contract, and at 82 overall, I expect him to be kind of expensive, but I could not get a trade for him until I packaged in Devon House, whom I was also going to release. Instead, we get a mere 7th round pick. It's something, though. I was going to cut those players anyway. These are the final cuts. Bill Kelly, Rashad Green, which I didn't want to do, but we have so many receivers, and specifically in his mold, we already had Marquise Lee, Keaston Holiday, Emmanuel Sanders, Tavon Austin as well, so I had to cut Rashad Green. Then I released Spencer Paysinger and signed Bruce Gradkowski as Nataki Mason's backup. I did try to get more, by the way, for those 2 players I traded away, but there just were no interested teams. The 7th was all I could get. In the secondary, we are going to be very young with veteran safeties starting. Reggie Nelson and Sergio Brown are going to start. At cornerback, the plan is to have Nate Bell opposite Josh Buchanan, the number 5 pick, and then Michael Bryant in the slot. I think that Gordon Solomon could use some more time developing, but could eventually be a very good outside corner, or perhaps a safety. At right tackle, Zane Beatles is going to start. And at left guard, we're going to start second-year man Ryan Cole. I think both of those players are better in pass protection than AJ Cann and Jeremy Parnell. Those 2 guys have low impact blocking ratings, and that really makes it tough for them to hold their blocks. One surprise guy who made the roster, though, tight end Taj Riley. We are keeping 4 tight ends. You will see more twin tight end formations. I brought in some stuff from the Patriots playbook as expected, with an emphasis on those 2 tight ends and run after the catch. So I have some new things in the playbook to unleash as the season begins next time with the Jaguars taking on the Baltimore Ravens. We met them last year. They're a very talented team, and we'll see what the Jaguars do to start Season 3 here in the Jaguars franchise. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this long preseason video. Let me know who impressed you the most down below in the comments section. And Season 3 will be here very shortly. Week 1 is coming up. I'll see you guys then. Have a great day.